I'd like to know whether the panel could give concrete examples of how shared services can enhance the student experience.
Tim?
Yeah, well, let me go a bit further, because the title is about student experience, isn't it? So I really want to go beyond the institution. The one thing, I've already plugged the network, I'll say it again, it's very important that we give our students the most fantastic experience as far as ICT communications go, as good, if not better, than the world they're going to go and work in. So that's the first thing that a shared service provides. My particular areas of interest are video and moving image. I mean, I'll just say two things. Video conferencing, you know, yawn. I just saw the London Standard last night. Now, this is old news. You know, they're making news about this. This stuff's been going on in Sweden for years. It's been going on in the States. Here we are, big news.
And also, it's a very negative take on it. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what, and that really annoys me.
Even online.
Gosh, just remember, just
have to watch our
references. Yes. Because it is so fantastic. And I'll tell you what annoys me even further is some of our colleagues in our community refuse to use video conferencing. What's going on? What are we teaching the kids that are going out into the world about our attitudes towards technology and tomorrow's world? And so, for example, one example would be a bit of teaching I got involved in where we had 2 FE colleges, 2 HEIs, groups of students in filmmaking, and they got me involved for some reason. They had to have the old guy there to tell what it was in the years gone by. But it was a most fascinating experience. As I was sharing my experiences, they were sharing with me. But then when you saw the interaction between the 4 different groups who would never ever meet, but they were all doing their own projects, and a clever mathematician will work out the permutations of that. But that was really exciting. I went out with a real buzz. Yeah. And it sort of made me go home thinking, I'm really glad I worked for Janet, because look at what we've enabled and the experience those kids have had.
So I can push sharing through technology, quality through technology, and so on.
Well, let me come to another one that really fizzes with the students. For next to no cost at all, we've put a streaming server on the backbone of Janet. Not for faculties, but for student unions, for student television, because I get quite involved with student television. And that means that they can put their material up, put the Loughborough rugby matches up, which are fantastic. What we are doing is we're empowering students, we're enriching their experience, we're allowing them to do fantastic things that they can then go out into the workplace and use that experience to do. And that's for next to nothing, but through a shared service that's sitting there.
Chris, examples from London where the student experience has been enhanced.
Well, I've got a very concrete example. One of our shared services is known as the Careers Group, but if you walked into any of our colleges, you would not see the Careers Group anyway, but it's one of the best shared services we have. What it provides is a breadth and a depth of expertise in careers advice. It has people located within colleges, but organisationally they are part of a much larger infrastructure, first, second, third tier expertise. They have access to a much larger employers database, they have access to careers fairs, and all of the massive infrastructure you get through scale, yet it's honed for a particular audience.
Loughborough?
It's not actually
apart
an
from
example.
The rugby, mate.
Well, apart from the rugby, it's not actually an example from Loughborough. It's from another institution who should remain nameless. But
go on.
Anyone who's ever tried to manage a joint honours scheme, a diverse one across the university, where people can combine, say, business and geography from quite different disciplines, will know that the students on programmes like that often feel somewhat adrift. They can fall between 2 stools. So if you have a central unit, and there's a fine distinction between shared services and centralisation, by the way. If you have a central unit which gives the one front door for students to go to, and generally that's an important principle for shared service organisation, one front door for enquiries, one route to deal with things, to get problems solved, and quick resolution of those enquiries, which gives a clear focus, and that's what enhances the student experience.